Hey guys, welcome back to the Banter Bets and BPL podcast. We got all the boys back on. We got some old guests. Brother Keegs, the -8. Oh, tough week for him, but great weeks from Sandy and Marco. We got our new guest, Chris Pike. Pike, how you doing? Happy to have you.
Yeah, I'm doing great, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, you're taking over. You're taking over the biggest balance in our league. You're top of the league right now. Coach Cam got us there. And look at this. This is why you listen to the podcast, guys. 4 out of 5 in the green. We got Cam. He was betting $4 units, and he's up $35. Marco is betting, I think, $5 units. He's up to 25. Sandy was all over the map, but he ended up in the plus 20. I'm plus $12.99, basically $13. And Brother Keegs betting 250 units somehow managed to be sitting at -8 right now. So there's your league table. 3 points for a win, 1 point for a second. Middleman stays at 0. And then Keegan and I think I'm unlucky to be in the negatives. I had a positive week, but that's the way it goes. Competitive field out there. Keegan, deservedly, he should probably have – I should give him -10 for that. But there you go in last place. Keegan, why don't we go to you first? Can you talk about your week? What went wrong for you?
I don't even know where to begin. It was just dreadful. The only bet I got, I shouldn't have got. I sweated that out. Liverpool halftime, full-time, what a game that was. But most importantly, lessons were learned. And even more importantly, I ended up balancing out my debts on the NFL this weekend. So maybe we should switch the podcast topic.
Okay, well, maybe at the end if you want to give out your NFL bet for the week. But we're all about BPL here. Let's go to Pike now. Pike, let's check in. You've got a substantial lead here. It's your first time on the show. Are you nervous you're going to piss all Cam's money away and hear about it for 2 years?
Well, I think Cam got extremely lucky, so I'm not really too worried because it was luck to begin with. So, yeah, I'm not too worried.
All right. Well, we'll see if you can keep that luck going.
I'm not
Marco,
sure Cam's going to see it that way, though.
Yeah.
Have a tough time playing the luck card on Cam.
Why don't we go to Marco? Marco, you had a good week too. Werner won the penalty. You didn't score first. That would have made it an even bigger week, but still a good week.
Yeah, done lucky. Happy with it, though. Rode with the away teams. I got criticized for going with the away teams. They came through for me.
Yeah, they did. And Sandy, finally, plus $20 week. That's nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah, like you said, I won a few, lost a few, but that parlay was automatic. So that's what gave me a positive week in the end. Those parlays.
And really the difference maker last week was all the boys hit their parlays, but no one had Spurs in the parlay except for Keegan. Keegan had Spurs in the parlay. Spurs looked horrible. Touched on that a bit on the earlier pod talking about fantasy players. But
did Everton look that good? That's the real question.
A bit of both.
You guys got fortunate because Chelsea looked worse than Spurs, but they got a lucky win. They were absolutely dominated in 9.
Half their team.
Chelsea boys, do you want to respond to that? Were they dominated? I was teaching, so I only saw highlights.
Well, if you consider having less of the ball dominated, then sure. But
less shots. Best Chelsea player on the field was Tariq Lamptey.
Don't disagree.
Still on loan?
Hey, right.
Then Reece
James, he's not on loan, actually.
Hey, this is why we got rid of this fucking guy, because I'm here. That's what Reece James said.
It was a lucky goal. It was nice.
That was a nice goal. All right. Well, you guys know how it works. Pike, just a brief explanation. Very simple. I'm going to ask you for your bets. You're going to give me as many or as little as you want. And you're going to tell me how much you want on each. When I say as little as you want, I want you to make at least 1 or 2. Hopefully you've got it up. And you're not just going to put a 0 week in and up the lead there that Cam put you. I want to see you throw it all away. Right. So, Pike, you know what? We're actually going to go to you first. You guys are in first. The guest spot is in first. So let me know what you got, buddy.
All right. The first one, we'll go to the Man United game. So I hate Man United, but what I hate the most about them is they get pens a lot. So my first bet is going to be Bruno Fernandes scoring for them anytime.
I thought for sure you're going to go straight to the Man United game, Crystal Palace 8.0.
Crystal Palace exact score, 1-0.
Yeah. Nothing.
No, yeah. So I'm going to say Bruno Fernandes scores. I think it's 2.37.
Okay. So Bruno Fernandes to score at any time, 2.37. I like that bet, Pike.
We'll put 10.
Oh, he's going 10. 10 on Bruno to score first, pays 23.5.
You know the penalty's coming. That might be free money.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good call.
37? All right, Pike.
All right, the next one, going off of what Keegan was saying, Brighton looked really good against Chelsea. So I'm going to actually say they're going to win their match this week.
Brighton to win this week. Who are they playing against?
Newcastle.
Ooh, two teams that looked good last week. I thought Newcastle did well too.
Yeah, Newcastle did good too.
So you got Brighton with a bit more plus money than Newcastle at 2.9. Yeah, I thought they looked good too. Trossard, Lamptey.
Yeah, we'll do 5 on that.
Cheeky 5, 14.50.
I'm not sold on Brighton boys. I mean, I think there's a reason they didn't score against Chelsea more than once. They're just lacking up there.
With a god-awful goalkeeper, the worst in Premier League history, maybe.
Yeah.
Our back line actually played very well.
I like, Kepa, worst goalkeeper in Premier League history, out from the Chelsea fan himself.
Our back line was okay with the exception of Marcus Alonso.
Yeah. But that's a given no matter what.
Yeah, let's just take Chelsea, both teams to score every week, and you're guaranteed to win those.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Pike, what else you got?
The next one, we'll go Chelsea-Liverpool.
Okay.
I'm going to say a draw for that.
Oh, he won't even bet his own team, eh?
Why
can't you guys win that game, Pike?
Our goalkeeping situation.
So it's going to be a 3-3 draw?
Honestly.
It's gonna be around there. I think 2-2 or 3-3. Yeah.
You're getting a better number. You're getting a better number in the draw anyway, so
yeah.
But for the draw, I'll put 5.
5 pays 18. That's exactly what Marco hit last week with Newcastle to win. 5 paying 18. Chelsea draw 5 to 18.
And then also sticking on that match, we're gonna go over the 2.5 goals in the game.
Nice, Pike. Yeah, that seems like it's likely to happen.
And then we'll put a tenner on that.
A cheeky tenner. 16-15.
And last one here, I'm gonna say Burnley's gonna beat Leicester.
All right, just a second. So 10, what was that? To 16, 15. Burnley to beat Leicester. I don't mind it. Leicester on the come down after a good game.
Yeah, and I think Burnley did pretty well last year. And obviously their big problem is depth, but the first game of the season, I don't think depth should be an issue. So I'm liking the odds.
Oops, I skipped ahead way too much. Burnley 5.75. Yeah, that's not Pike.
A fully healthy, certain Icelandic winger that everyone seems to be sleeping on.
I'll put a 5 on that.
Ooh, Pike's going big this week. He's not resting on that lead. He's going for it. That 5 to 28.75.
And
not following Keegan's philosophy of only betting 5% of your bank or whatever cowardly.
Just trying to promote responsible gambling, but I'm coming out aggressive this week.
That lasted long. Responsible gambling involves chasing when you lose. Everyone knows that. Pike, are you still going or what?
No, so that concludes. I just want to thank Cam Pettick for putting me in a good position. And Cam, I hope I don't fuck you, buddy.
Well, you got a good slate there, like Pike. I like all those bets. I think I'm going to take the Chelsea draw as well. I had that on I was looking at that one.
Nice.
Yeah, I like those bets. I don't love the Brighton one, but anything can happen.
For sure.
Okay, let's go to next in line. Marco, had yourself a good week last week. Chelsea, you bet big on Chelsea, all facets of the game, and they came through for you. What do you got this week?
Okay.
Going back to the well, eh?
Well, number one, I had a 3-team parlay. Ooh. I'm going Arsenal.
Ooh.
I'm going Tottenham.
Tottenham in a parlay. He's crazy. And
I'm going Manchester City to complete that parlay.
oh my goodness, that parlay
Oh
stinks.
yeah, Wolves. You'll be lucky at one of those.
That parlay stinks to high heaven. How much you putting on that stinky, dirty parlay?
$5. Why is that stinky?
Because Wolves are good. Tottenham sucks. Southampton are, I think, good, better than they showed last week. I think when Arsenal is the most reliable team in your 3-team parlay, then it stinks.
Arsenal could beat West Ham in their sleep.
I think West Ham sucks, but this is the type of game they win. Like they lose the home game to Newcastle 10 times out of 10, and then they go and win at Arsenal.
They can't score though.
It's the type of game Antonio scores 4.
Yeah, this is
the
the
type of game.
Antonio playing against the Arsenal backline. He's gonna feast.
Yeah.
This is the type of game where Antonio doesn't score and Bowen doesn't score either, and you lose in fantasy again.
Okay, I respect your opinions, but you guys are wrong. Okay, anyway, continuing.
All right,
what was my one rule from last week, Keegan? I said I'd do it every single week.
Bet on Chelsea.
Okay, so Liam, let's go. Chelsea, $5 to beat Liverpool straight up.
All right, Marco, just a sec. I'm still noting this down. City, Spurs. Who's your Arsenal? 5 to make. Pay 25.87. Chelsea. Probably, what are you putting, 5 on that? Oops.
Yes, sir. You know it.
5 to make. That's going to be what, like 15 around? Chelsea at home to Liverpool. Not awful money. Liverpool didn't look great last week. 5 pays 16.25. Don't mind it.
According to Timo Werner, the boys are fit.
Well, I'm glad he said that. Thanks, Timo.
Okay, and then we're continuing. Stay on the Chelsea game, Liam. I'm going to the goal scorers. $5. Kai Havertz will score at any time in the game.
I didn't see the game, but didn't he look really bad against Brighton?
He did, my friend. That's why he's going to score. Okay, so listen, hear me out. Everybody knows how good Liverpool's back line is. Pulisic probably isn't going to play. There's still no Ziyech. We're probably going to do something goofy like put Werner on the wing and play Giroud. Our midfield fully fit this week. Kante, Kovacic, Havertz is going to outclass those 3 bums that Liverpool call midfielders. Jordan Henderson's not going to do a fucking thing to Kai Havertz because Jordan Henderson is not good. Kai Havertz scores at some point in the game. $5, book it right now.
I got to say, I think that is not a good bet, and those are not good odds.
Kai Havertz will score against Liverpool. Mark my words. And we void it if the player doesn't start, obviously, but
yeah, okay.
Like the grass is green, the water's wet. Kai Havertz is starting against Liverpool. End of discussion.
Starting and scoring against
yeah, he's not starting.
Okay. And on the theme of betting irrationally with my heart and not my head, we're going to Man United Crystal Palace because I couldn't make this bet last week. The Reds are losing. Wilf Zaha coming through for my fantasy team. He's going to kill Man United. Man United is going to lose. Crystal Palace, $5 to beat Man United straight up. And that's all my action for this weekend.
Oh, you know,
I'm going to lose every one of those bets.
I will say Zaha, he plays well against Man U. He was the only guy, I honestly think, like the only guy who gave Wan-Bissaka a really, really hard game last year. Usually Wan-Bissaka is in control in those defensive battles, but last season when we played them after the break, Zaha was turning him inside out, and he was pooping his pants every time Zaha had the ball.
And again, the theme of my bets this week are irrational with my heart.
That's always a good way to bet. Yeah, I don't know, Marco. I wouldn't be surprised.
The Chelsea one might be tough because our goalkeeper has legs made of spaghetti and arms made of spaghetti, so that's going to be obviously difficult to stop the ball. Our backline's not that good, so that might be a questionable pick. But Kai Havertz scores for sure. I'm sick and tired of Liverpool, how good they are. Their midfield's a joke, maybe the worst in the top 10. Kai Havertz will score. I guarantee that.
Oh, this is why we have Marco on.
These are fighting words, Marco.
Liverpool, worst midfield in the top 10. Kepa, the worst goalie ever in the Premier League. That
Okay,
one's not too bad, but
Kepa, the worst goalie ever in the Premier League, is statistically proven. There's no debate about that.
fair enough. I did see him number 1 in worst goalie ever stat.
Yeah, and that's
All right.
my action for this week, Big Ez.
Okay, thanks, Marco. Hey, on the bright side, if you lose all 4 of those bets, you're still in the positives on the year. Still.
That's why the theme of irrational without my heart came in this weekend.
All right, Sandy, let's go to you. You've always got some fun ones.
Yeah, I do. I got a pretty adventurous board this week. I don't know. I don't love it, but it's just kind of my philosophy to bet the big numbers and hopefully a few of them hit. So I'm starting at Leeds Fulham here. I'm seeing that Fulham number in two promoted teams battling it out. I know they looked terrible last week and Leeds looked good, but yeah, give me that in a promoted team battle.
Love it. It was on my list too.
Yeah, all day. I mean, we saw Leeds play once. I mean, against not even a top 10 midfield. So, I mean, which is arguable how good they're really.
Okay, we're talking about my bets here. You guys bet on Fulham to win a Premier League game in 2020. That's all. Continue.
So yeah, give me that all day long.
How much?
10. 1 unit.
10. He's going for it. He's going for outright first place this week.
And kind of piggybacking on that, I like Mitrovic to score in that game.
Mitrovic to score. He scored in the League Cup this week.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with him not starting last week. I imagine that was a 1 week thing. Maybe he was unfit. I don't know.
Mitrovic at 3.25. Nice find.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys watched that Leeds game, but they're playing like back and forth, full court press. A lot of goals to be had in the way they play. So I think Fulham a bag, and if Mitrovic starts, I don't mind it. So give me that for 7.5.
Are we voiding that if player doesn't start?
Yeah.
750, 24.37.
So putting a few eggs in the Fulham basket this week, which, doesn't feel great, but I don't know. The numbers don't lie, boys. The numbers don't lie. So moving on. I got what I was looking at. Okay, Arsenal, West Ham, Antonio to score.
Antonio to score. Love it.
Yeah, I was
hopefully
just chatting about it. Another number that I think is pretty good. And yeah, I don't know. I guess Arsenal showed out decent last week, their back line, but still have no faith in those guys. So
Mikel Antonio to score, eh?
3.75. Yeah, give me 5 on that one. I feel great about that one.
5 Antonio. Okay. Yeah, see, this is the type of game I think Antonio scores in. Like, he at the end of last season, he played great against Chelsea. He plays great against the big teams.
He eats up those back lines that just aren't super confident.
Yeah, exactly.
They're quaking their boots and he just runs
smells
right on.
fear. He smells the fear.
Yeah, exactly. Just an apex predator.
Yeah.
And that's probably all for Saturday. Looking at Sunday, I know Spurs looked like shit and Southampton is decent, but at plus money, I'll take Spurs all day long. I still have a little bit of faith in those boys.
I think Mourinho's good for a bounce back game. This was on my list too. I think Mourinho's good for a bounce back.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a reaction. I mean, I don't know. Everton looked damn good. I mean, I don't know if Spurs are going to be as bad as everyone was claiming after that first week. I mean, granted, I don't know, that second half's atrocious, but I don't know, a few bounces here and there. Pickford made a few good saves. You're not going to get that every week, and they could have won that game.
For sure.
You're definitely not getting good Pickford saves every week. That's
Doherty should have bagged. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that.
And then 2 more. I'm also going
What you
Burnley.
putting on this Tottenham one?
Oh, give me 15 on that one. Feel
15.
like a big bounce back.
Oh, Danny's
Feel
making
like
a big.
this is my lock to make up for these other high risk bets.
15. What does that give us? 34.50. All right.
And then I'm going to take Burnley too. I had that one marked. Just a big number there, and I like Burnley. Obviously, I've been harping on them. I like those guys. Stout in the back.
They're good guys. You should get to know them. They're good guys.
Couple good wingers that I really like, and putting in balls to the 2 big men. I think they're dangerous against anyone. That's that's a pretty big number for a team that I think is probably a top 10 team. So give me that, and then
How much?
10. No, 5.
5, 20, 75. Sandy, if you win all these bets, you're gonna be a rich man.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a yo-yo better. I talk about the yo-yo teams in the Prem. I'm up and down. And then my last one, I got Sheffield. Sheffield taking on Villa this week.
Sheffield over Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Sheffield didn't look great last week, but it might have been more of a mark of Wolves is pretty damn good. I'm not convinced either way of Sheffield. I think that's a decent number against Villa, who's probably going to be dog shit this year.
Yeah, I like that bet. What do you got?
10.
10 on Sheffield. 10.
I'm like Keegan's philosophy is bet 5% of your account. I'm more of like a bet your whole account every time you bet. Spread it out.
Oh, just 27. All right. Yeah, if you lose, that's going to be a big loss. But if you win, you're going to be flying. I feel like Sandy's going to be either in first or last every week. He's going to be going up, down, up, down.
Sandy has the most action on the table.
Yeah, that's
no, boys. Betting's supposed to be fun out here. I'm just trying to have fun, right?
I like a lot of your underdog picks, Sandy. I was liking this week for underdogs, so I'm going to go ahead and give mine now. Firstly, I'm going to go with a nice Saturday parlay. Start off right. 2 home teams, 2 good home teams. I am going to go with an Arsenal Everton parlay. I think West Ham could be frisky in this game, but I kind of got to see it. I believe it. So I think Everton's got 2 good strikers. Calvert-Lewin looked good. Richarlison, they play different games, but they're good partnership. So I'm going to go 10 on that parlay to pay 23. Both teams looked good last week, playing against teams that looked bad last week. So Arsenal, Everton, 10 to go 23. What else do I like? I'm jumping on Fulham as well. I think when 2 promoted teams come up, they both lost last week. I know Leeds scored goals. They still lost. I think you got to take 6 to 1 or 5 to 1. I'm going to go 5 on that one for Fulham to win. Fulham 5 pays 30. I just think Leeds win a game first before you guys are getting the respect. Like this is the kind of line that I don't know, like an Arsenal or an Everton would get in a game like this. Like Arsenal was 1.5 last week against Fulham, so I don't know why Leeds is getting this respect already.
They had the respect before they even kicked a ball this year.
Yeah, exactly.
They looked great last week, but
yeah,
same one in game. Right?
Norwich looked great at the start of last
season.
Norwich looked great at the start of last season, so I'm a little bit leery about hammering Leeds. Man United,
be a fun team.
They'll be a fun team to watch. Oops, what did I click here? Oh, Man United, I wanted to bet them, but I don't love playing Crystal Palace because I said Zaha shows up to play for those games. He likes to shove it up our hoop after we sold him. And the numbers are not good.
Yeah.
And it's
our top 2, get a little bit of service.
Yeah. So that's it for Saturday. Just the parlay and then a nice relegation battle. 7 in the morning. I'll be there to watch that one. I like Mourinho following up a loss with a win, like you, Sandy. So I'm just gonna go 10. I'm also going to go to that Mourinho game. He's gonna follow up a win with a loss with a 1-0 win. So I like Tottenham 1-0, Harry Kane header play bad, look bad, win the game boring by defending. It's got Mourinho written all over it. So I'm on Tottenham to win for 10 and Tottenham to win 1-0 at 9-1 or at 8-1. So Spurs 10-23. Spurs 1-0, 5 to what was that? 45. I'm feeling good about that one. I think that's got boring Mourinho win written all over it.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Southampton, I mean, just like Palace, Southampton Palace, those teams are just 1-0 machines, just 1-0 factories.
I would be slightly surprised to see Southampton go the first two games without scoring, but
yeah, especially with that Che Adams buzzing around out there. He looked good last week, eh, boys?
So the Redmond.
He looks like a guy you can't finish.
Yeah.
He's getting the chances, though. That's what's important. I do like Liverpool to draw Chelsea. Just 5. I think Chelsea plays good against the good teams and bad against the bad teams. At least they did last season. So I think they could sneak a draw in here. Should be a fun game to watch. Liverpool couldn't defend last week. Chelsea hasn't been able to defend for 2 years now. So I'm going to go 5 on that one. Chelsea, just like Pike, Chelsea draw 5-18. I am going to also go with, what was the one I had? I'm going to go to this Man City Wolves game. I thought Wolves looked good. I like cheering for Wolves. So I'm going to go, I don't know if they'll win. I think they're solid enough defensively. I'm going to go Wolves or draw at 2.5 for only $5. I wanted to go 10, but Man City's attack is scary.
Betting against City already, eh?
Oh, yeah, I'm betting against City already. This is more of a bet for Wolves than against City. But Wolves beat them twice last season. They got their number. Maybe it's in their head a little bit. City's first game, you don't know how ready they're going to be. So I like Wolves or draw at 5. Wolves. $5-12.50. And I was debating going if I'm going to go with the Burnley game or not. Seeing you do it, Sandy, I don't know.
Yeah.
This could be where I make it on you. Where is it? This is the type of game that Burnley would win. You know what?
It's a tough one, eh? Like, I could see a draw maybe. Oh,
I found my bet. Burnley 1-0, 15-1.
That's crafty. Yeah, that's probably a missed opportunity there. If you're taking Burnley to win, you may as well take 1-0.
Yeah, for sure.
Burnley 1-0, 5 to win 75.
Shame on me. I usually find those two.
Burnley 1-0, 5 to 75. I'm hoping for some 1-0s this week, but Burnley and Spurs are 1-0 teams. That's how they win. So I'm liking that slate. Yeah, few bets. Big. If I hit one of those big ones, I'll be very happy. Keegan, You've been waiting a long time. Let's see what you got. Let's hear it.
Start things off on Saturday. I was like, okay, I had a terrible week, but what did I learn from the week is what was important. And the things that I learned was Fulham was just dreadful and West Brom were just dreadful. So the first thing I told myself was whoever plays them, I'm automatically parlaying them regardless of who it is. But then I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I might just parlay all 4 of the home teams on Saturday.
Oh, yes.
I thought it was too risky. So I broke it up in half. We're going Leeds United as one parlay and then Everton Arsenal as the other parlay.
I can't believe you're throwing Leeds in a parlay at 1.57. Second game in the Prem. See, this is what I'm talking about. Why is Leeds getting this respect? No one throws Leeds in a parlay.
That's worse than my parlay, Keegs.
Stop.
How much?
And if that one doesn't come off, the next one's going to come off, and it's going to cover
at 150.
No. We're putting 5s.
All right, Leeds and Manchester United parlay.
I wouldn't even take Leeds straight up at those odds.
I don't know. I think you guys are just I don't even know what the word is, but I guess I'm learning a little quicker than you guys.
All right, we'll see how quick you learn when Leeds are down 2-0 to 2 Mitrovic goals. But okay.
I got to shout out
Sandy's
Mitrovic bet. That was a great one, but I didn't have it, so I can't try and claim like I had that idea. But good job, Sandy. And then obviously Everton Arsenal for 5.
Okay, yeah, I got that one. I like that one. Everton Arsenal for 5. Okay. Okay, what's your reasoning there? Just they looked good?
Yeah, that's simple.
Sometimes you don't need analytics, just straight eye test. Who looked good last week? Who looked bad?
That was my reasoning too.
That's the Keegs formula, yeah.
2 teams
next
won,
thing I'm going.
They won away, they can win at home.
Don't worry about the shit numbers, just bet the teams look good.
Next thing I'm going Liverpool 2.1. You guys touched it all over the board except for Liverpool, so I might as well complete it so someone can win money.
Someone will win money in that game. If listeners out there, if you listen to all our bets and you bet all 3 of those results, you'll win. You'll have a green bet in your account at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm taking Liverpool simply because I don't know. I think they're a better team, and despite the fact that Leeds gave them a run for their money, they just simply did enough to win, and they'll probably do enough to win again. So I'll take them plus money.
You know, Liverpool, I said Chelsea is good against the big teams, or like the other bigger teams. I do agree with that, but they kind of always lose to Liverpool, don't they, Pike?
No, we did well last year, especially.
Did you?
Yeah.
I just remember Salah scoring that banger. Didn't they put 4 past you guys last year in that big game?
Didn't Trent score a free kick against Chelsea as well?
It was that game was 4-3.
I'm pretty sure the one thing that we can say, and Cody can back this up, is Chelsea's prone to conceding absolute world-class goals in big games.
They are.
It's being unlucky.
Yeah. So. Okay, Liverpool 5 to win 10.50.
Next one we're going. I like Wolves straight up at home. They beat City twice last year, but I'm only going to put 2 on that one. Cheeky 2. Cheeky toonie on Wolves to beat Man City at home. I don't know what else there is to say. Wolves look good. Man City haven't played a game yet this season. Wolves at home. The numbers really good. So everything screaming out Wolves there. And then my lock for this week is also, I made this promise after watching the game, so it might not be a lock. It might just be me being frustrated that I lost all my picks and then trying to overcompensate. But we're parlaying the Leeds over with the Liverpool over.
Oy.
Guy leads in 2 different parlays.
I don't think Chelsea can defend. Liverpool didn't look like they can defend. So that's simple. And then the other one, Fulham could not defend and looked absolutely dreadful. And Leeds couldn't defend either. So 4 teams that can't defend, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, sound logic.
$5 on that.
I don't mind that bet, actually. I'm surprised, that the over in 2.5 in Leeds Fulham is 1.9, even money.
Yeah.
5, 15, 41.
It's a shark bet, Keegs. Just based on Leeds last week, they'll be going every week. Like, they might not keep a clean sheet.
Yeah, that's also what I said. I said I'm betting Leeds over every single week this season.
They're leaving 4 or 5 guys high sometimes, not even trying to defend.
15-41. I was going to ask you guys, did anyone bet on the Leeds first 5 results that we talked about last week?
Yeah, I did.
Because did you bet?
Still possible.
1 to 3?
I bet both of them. I bet 1 to 3 as well as the 0.
Yeah, I looked the next day and it wasn't there, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah. I mean, that bet's not looking great right now, but I did bet Fulham, so if they get by this one, if they lose this one,
if they lose
you're
this
definitely
one,
with a shout. Definitely with a shout.
And what was it? It was 34 to 1, so 33 to 1, so I like that.
Yeah, it's basically you guys are taking Fulham at 6.0 odds. I already took Fulham at 34 odds.
Yeah, looking like that. I'm locking the next 3.
Fair enough. I like Keegan. Keegan had his lock, so that's your lock, Keegan. We're gonna put that as in bold, and I like that segment, so we're gonna do that with everyone. My lock is gonna be.
I think for your lock, you'll bet more than $5 though. Come on, Keegs.
My lock's gonna be the Arsenal Everton parlay. Let's work our way back up. Marco, oh no, Sandy's next. Sandy, do you have a lock out of those ones that you have? They're all huge money, so.
I think Spurs is my most confident there. I feel good about Spurs this week. I like to bounce back.
Marco, you got a lock?
No, irrational, no heart. Or all heart.
I'm gonna force you. I'm gonna say you
the
need
way
a lock.
he was talking
Havertz is gonna score. Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, the way he was talking, there's no way Havertz isn't a lock.
Havertz to score is his lock. Henderson, everyone thought he was gonna win PFA Player of the Year last year. Apparently, he sucks. Pike, what's your lock?
Bruno to score. Has to be.
Bruno to score. Love it, Pike. Pike's a Bruno fan. Send him the jersey.
No, I accept they're gonna get pens every game.
Pike's low-key salty right now.
This is it's the emotional hedge.
Yeah, this is the emotional hedge.
Yeah.
He's going to be sitting around in the 90th minute, just waiting for Man U to win a penalty. Like, waiting for the Man U pen. Just wait on it, guys. Looking all pouty, wearing a Chelsea jersey. All right, boys. I think that's a solid slate. Listeners, remember that 4 out of 5 of us plus money last week, so you're gonna want to place all these bets. Even Keegan's due for a bounce back. Even Keegan's due for the bounce back with his Leeds parlay, with 2 Leeds parlays.
Hey, well, one of them's not necessarily. You can look at it as a Fulham parlay, a Fulham Chelsea parlay, even.
Well, I don't think Fulham's covering that 2.5 by themselves. I don't think Fulham's winning 3-0. So you're gonna need Leeds to do something.
Well,
all right.
All right, Keegs.
No, you can look at it as Fulham being strong, or you can look at it as I'm betting against Fulham and I'm betting against Chelsea.
Oh, fair enough. All right, guys. That's going to do it for this week. It's a wrap, Pike. Great debut, son. You've done well. Good luck to you. Marco. See, I don't know how you're ahead of me in this table. You say so much dumb stuff, and then you beat me, and you actually know soccer. You prove that you know it. But, like, the results speak for themselves, but your mouth speaks the opposite. I don't know how you do it, buddy.
Honestly, this week I don't expect to win much.
Yeah, if Havertz scores, we're in for it.
I don't expect you to win much either. I think you're losing. I think you're losing $20 there.
Okay, when I have a perfect card next week, at me.
All right, maybe don't bet Marco's bets this week, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, my computer's gonna die though, for real. So I'll see you boys later.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Stay safe out there. Bet safe.
I do the honor of giving the fans one last tip before they go home.
Keegan, yeah, sure. Go ahead. One last tip.
My last tip, and this is one to remember for your whole life of betting. No matter what bet you can make, you can always spin it in a positive light. So
every bad loss is a good story. That's what I always say.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a good story. It's a bad ache, a bad beat. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Banter Bets and BPL. Keep it locked here. We always got we got you guys covered. Stay safe and bet even safer. Peace.